News that matters to you. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition.
Welcome back. The Royal Bahamas Police Force continuing investigations into the death of one of their own. The young member of the fire branch was found dead in waters off Fortune Bay Drive yesterday. Tonight, a family member says the tragic death is taking a toll. The discovery of the body of a 33-year-old police corporal has left his family members and colleagues in disbelief. The body of 3107 Jamal Munnings was found in waters off North Star, not far from his vehicle that was submerged in a canal. His uncle, O.G. Saunders, says his nephew was a man of good character and one who was well loved.
We call him T. And he was a cheerful person. Every time you see him, you talk to him, he would make you laugh. You couldn't have expected this of him because, he was more like the backbone of the family. If someone do something wrong, he would always be the first to call you.
The corporal's death has not yet been classified by police officials. His uncle says he doesn't know what could have happened to lead to the death of his nephew.
Not that I could say, because like I say, you always try to make the best of the worst. So, nothing that you could put your hand on and say, well, this happened, that's why that happened. No, nothing per se.
But he says Munnings was a dedicated member of the Royal Bahamas Police Force.
The minute he didn't show up to work, no one could hear from him. He knew something was wrong because that wasn't like him. You could say sunrise by his time. Even in bad situations, he always try to find a way out. So it's shocking at this point right now, so everyone in the family just lost for words.
Officer in charge of Grand Bahama, Emerick Seymour, agrees, adding that Munnings loved his job and worked closely with his fellow officers, particularly those in the fire branch department.
That's why I'm full of emotions. He was a hardworking, determined, very, very industrious police officer. And so that's why it's so hard for me personally.
In other news, more than 700 12th graders taking part in the 3rd annual Grand Bahama High School Industrial and Technical Career Opportunities Fair. Over 20 private sector partners across the island was a part of the fair at the Grand Lucayne Resort today. Minister of Grand Bahama, Dr. Michael Darville, and District Education Officer Marvin Roll pledging their support prior to the launch of the event.
Create an avenue for our students on Grand Bahama to be introduced to the companies and careers which are available on the island in order to help them make more informed decisions about essential core subjects and industrial career paths. We believe that offering senior students an opportunity to inquire and gain sufficient knowledge in these opportunities will awaken their interests and, as a result, propel them towards receiving the training and certification necessary to take advantage of well-paying jobs that are available and will become available in the industrial sector.
In the last 2 years, we've seen growth and interest. We've seen how it has helped our students, and we are excited about the fact that the teachers and the administrators encourage their students to be a part of this fair every year.
Now, companies representing the maritime, industrial, and technical sectors across the island were involved in this one-day fair. Malvis Capron of Hutchison Developments and Barry Malcolm from Quality Services Limited say they are pleased to be a part of this career fair opportunity.
We are anticipating that the students that will be attending will gain much knowledge from the opportunities that are available to them here on Grand Bahama Island. We have displays from our Marine Department at the Freeport Harbor Company. From the container port, there's the facilities along with engineering. And from the Grand Bahama Airport Company, there's the crash department and aviation services. So the opportunities are endless.
Not just in terms of a job, but in terms of developing your own entrepreneurial opportunities that exist. A company such as LNet, which is one of the exhibitors at this event tomorrow, is a good example of what can be done. It's also a good example of what is in short supply in terms of the participation, the investment, the engagement of us as Bahamian stakeholders in industry in Grand Bahama and in the country.
Well, 3 government agencies joined forces with corporate Grand Bahama to organize the fair that will help high school students make wise career choices. Sabrina Brown made a stop at the fair today.
Hundreds of 12th grade students from the public and private sectors attended the 3rd annual Career Opportunities Fair at the Grand Lucayan Resort. Companies in the maritime, industrial, and technical sectors took part in the one-day event, a joint effort of the Ministries for Grand Bahama, Education and Technology, and Youth, Sports and Culture. Coordinator Leslie Dorset.
We know that Grand Bahama is the maritime capital, industrial capital, manufacturing capital of the Bahamas, and so we are exposing our students to those careers. A lot of times our students go off to college and they study things, subjects that and they come back home and they're unable to find jobs. So what we want to do is to let students know what is available here.
The Bahamas Technical and Vocational Institute and Grand Bahama Power Company were among the companies making presentations to the young people.
This is something that the country needs in terms of growth. The academic side of it, we encourage it, and we understand that there are students that go out for it, but we also need a technical labor force that can continue to build the businesses that we need for diversity and growth.
Grand Bahama Power Company offers a vast variety of opportunities, career opportunities that they could venture into once they complete their education.
Assistant Superintendent of Police Walter Henderson says the career fair is an ideal platform for their recruitment program. Edney Anderson of Pioneer Technical Center also talks about the benefits of this event.
We're looking to attract the brightest and the best that the Bahamas have to offer, and we want to show them that we could compete with any other place of employment when it comes to keeping their interests and being able to push them to a level where they feel satisfied that they could make a meaningful contribution to the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
We have been able to capture at least 3 to 4 students from this program, 2 from St. Paul's, 1 from Sir Jack Haywood.
It was a golden opportunity for the senior students.
It gives me the extra edge on finding what I really want to do with my life.
Just in case you don't know what you want to do, it gives you an idea. And you can find a job right there in your country to try and up the economy. Most companies aren't as local as they should be, so this is a great opportunity for students to actually see the different opportunities that are available.
Sabrina Brown, ZNS Network News.
Well, the Prime Minister and the Minister of Education, Technology and Science, the Honorable Jerome Fitzgerald, also made a stop at today's career fair.
Of course, the Grand Bahama corporate community is very involved with our schools. Many of these companies run programs where the children are at their facilities during the day. And so it's very encouraging to see the reach that they're having and the fact that they're very involved with the school communities. Our principals and so forth have always spoken extremely highly of what goes on in the corporate Grand Bahama.
Fitzgerald calls it significant, noting that it was one of the best organized career fairs he has seen to date.
It's great because it shows the connection between education and what happens, or I should say your high school education and what happens after that. And it's always good when you could link the dots and know that you are studying hard, you're working hard, and at the end of the day there is a job, a career, an opportunity that interests you, that will provide a good living for you, a dignified living, and so it just encourages the young people to continue to do well, stay focused, stay out of trouble, and if they do those things, then at the end of the day there's a job or career waiting for them.
In other news, the Urban Renewal 2.0 program easing the burden of residents who are experiencing difficult times. The social assistance program has assisted many families, and the team, led by Deputy Director Michelle Rackley, is working to improve the standard of living for residents from East End to West End. In addition to major home restoration projects, Rackley says other programs have been established to help the needy.
Our breakfast programs are still going. They're growing, they're getting bigger because all of us know that the economy is not so great in Grand Bahama, but through this program, we promise to transform lives, and we promise to be there and be that beacon of hope that would make a difference in somebody's life.
But Rackley says they cannot do it alone. She is grateful to members of Corporate Grand Bahama for partnering with Urban Renewal.
I want to just take this opportunity to say thank you so much to Corporate Grand Bahama, because we have had a successful last year and we're looking for a better 2016, and it happened all because of our corporate partners. Most of them are on board, and we thank them so much. Sarah St. George and the Grand Bahama Port Authority, we are grateful to all of our partners who have come on board and made things happen for us here at Urban Renewal 2.0. And I also want to say thank you to Control Chemicals and Eddie Wan and Mrs. Wan, who have been our partners.
And now it is time to ask the doctor.
Hi, I'm Dr. Monique Pratt, and welcome to Ask the Doctor. Today I will discuss a little more on the question Reynard asked yesterday regarding helpful ways to help him quit smoking. The first step in any plan, Reynard, is to make the firm decision that you are quitting smoking and then set a firm date. Once you do quit, you may have to avoid certain places and activities that encourage you to smoke again. There are many tools you can use to help you manage your cravings to smoke, including nicotine patches, gum, inhalers, or lozenges. You should also have a support system. Please tell your family and friends that they can help you resist the urge to smoke when it arises and avoid activities that might make quitting harder on you when you're around them. You should always discuss your decision to quit smoking with your doctor. If you had tried to quit and failed in the past, don't give up. Your doctor can help by referring you to counseling or by writing a prescription for a medication to help your withdrawal symptoms. I'm Dr. Monique Pratt, and this has been Ask the Doctor.
Don't go away. Sports is up next with Ricardo Lightborn.